Hey everybody, I hope everybody is well today. And I just thought I'd talk about how I've started recovering from the meltdown that I had on Thursday. And it's now Saturday night here in the UK. It's 7:15 p.m. on Saturday night here for me. So I thought I'd just come on and briefly talk about how I've been feeling and how I've been managing to self-cope after the last couple of days of my behaviour being, let's just say, a little bit erratic and upset and not feeling 100% myself. So now I'm here just to kind of talk about it and talk about the strategies that I've used. And yeah, I've got my new hoodie on. So if anyone hasn't seen this today yet, this is my new autism hoodie. And it says "Be kind" on it, which I really like the message of being kind to people and hoping people understand it. I'm just going to put my sensory necklace on because it's something that's important to me to help me self-cope because my hair is getting stuck in the necklace. Welcome to people. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. I'm trying to sit up because I've been laying down the last little while, so I can move this up here so I don't have to worry about getting twisted up into my computer. I'm just trying to make sure that I not know what I'm doing. Hey, Kels, how you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. I just thought I'd talk about recovering from a meltdown and kind of let you guys know how I've been dealing with it and try and help you guys kind of understand what I've been going through. Let me pull that a bit closer like that. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on and kind of ask any questions, and if you've got any questions for me, how I deal with it or how I've been dealing with it, because I've kind of, hey Chuck, how you doing? Good to see you, my man. How you doing? I hope everyone is well on this Saturday afternoon, morning, evening, where you are in the world. So I'm not sure what time it is for you guys right now in the US. I know some of you are West Coast and some of you are East Coast. So yeah, I'm with Paul today. He got very happy when I said you're like, oh, much love, Paul, much love. So yeah, I thought I'd show my new hoodie and kind of talk about how to recover from a meltdown, and also have my sensory necklace on to help myself self-cope. And yeah, I just thought I'd come on and say hello and kind of tell you that I'm starting to feel a lot better. The last couple of days have been very, very difficult. I've had constant pain in my head, constant pain in my back. I've been feeling very, very lightheaded, dizzy, sick, very, very emotional, very, very heightened, to the point where I've not been able to get my words out properly. It's been very hard for me to even sit still sometimes, and I've just been trying to get myself back on track to a point where I'm calming and getting myself back into a sensible frame of mind. So yeah, I've had a lot of people helping me in the YouTube community who have been spending hours and hours and hours with me talking and calming me down, making sure that I'm able to cope with the situation, make sure that people understand that I'm not deliberately trying to be awkward or hard work with people. It's just that I've really been struggling with keeping myself calm and struggling with my emotions, because once I get into a meltdown situation, it pretty much goes kaboom quite quickly. So today I'm a bit calmer. I've still got the pain in my head and my back, but I have actually taken medication for that today. Hello, Jimmy. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in the stream. But yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be live for, guys. It's not probably going to be a long stream. I just wanted to come in and kind of talk through the strategies and apologise for my erratic behaviour yesterday. I know that I wasn't in the greatest of mind. I'm doing better, Arcade. Hey, PMDB. Paul, how you doing? It's good to see you. So yeah, I just want to come in and chat to you and kind of resolve some of my issues that I had yesterday. And I've learned to kind of back away from certain situations when I get under pressure. And it's been very hard the last few days to notice where my behaviour was and how I felt physically and mentally. And I've had to take some time to go, okay, that wasn't my most clever moment. I've had to learn to go, that you're not really feeling very well. You're not thinking straight. You're not trying to calm down. I've been a little bit argumentative. I've been a bit stubborn. So it's a case of I've had to learn to just go, okay, that was temporary. That was the situation I was in. I had too much sensory stimuli going in my head, and I was trying to get myself in a place to self-recognise and self-stim. which is why I have my necklace on to help me self-stim when I'm getting overstimulated. And I feel this is a more calmer approach of doing it. And I feel that I can come here and just talk and let out my feelings, because you guys understand that when I get into that place, it's, hey, Jimmy. Good to see you, Jimmy C. How you doing? I hope you and Doris are both doing well. I hope everything is good with you too. And hug right back, Jimmy. Hug right back to you. And yeah, I just got to come on and kind of voice how I feel and how you might see me be a bit erratic in the last few days. And thank you, my new hoodie, Paul. Yes, my Be Kind hoodie. These silly lace bits that I need to get off at some point. Oops. There we go. But yeah, I'm going to cut these lace bits off because they're annoying me. But I've got my sensory necklace on top of it, so right now I'm not as bothered by it. But if anyone's got any questions for me, I just want to kind of come on and kind of apologise for my erratic behaviour yesterday and the day before. Hey, Candy. Hey, Romantic. How you all? Good to see you. And it's just a case of when I get into these meltdowns, I don't see no way out of calming down. I don't see no way out of calming my attitude down. I'm very woo once I'm in a meltdown. But a meltdown doesn't just suddenly happen. This is the thing. People think that it's just I go up and go kaboom. It's not. It's the fact that it builds up and builds up and builds up and builds up, and then I get one little trigger and kaboom, everything just gets too much. Hey, Mercedes. Hey, Vegan. Hey, Trevor. How are you? It's good to see you. And yeah, it's just a case of I get very, very overstimulated. I get very, very nervous, very, very anxious. I become slightly non-verbal. I struggle with controlling my arcade yesterday. You were in my stream. That was erratic. Like, that was me being in a really really bad spot yesterday. And you should have seen me offline. I was very upset. I was very confused. And I've had to kind of learn to cope and figure out my triggers better rather than just going kaboom and exploding at everybody and everyone. So it's a case of I've learned to the last 24 hours have a bit more sleep, because I think sleep was playing a factor into why I felt absolute shoddy and why I was feeling really, really stressy and not controlling myself to a point that I've potentially upset people and pushed people away because I've not functioned properly to the point where I've let myself get overbothered by it. And at the time, I don't see no way out of control myself at that point. When you're in a meltdown, everything. Hey, Jojo, my bestie, my UK bestie, how you doing? I'm good. I'm just talking about the meltdown I had on Thursday afternoon. Once you left me at the bus stop, I've been a bit unwell since Thursday afternoon, but I'm back on my good track, as it were, the yay track. So I just thought I'd come on and talk about it. Mercedes, yeah, I do keep a diary, Mercedes. My diary is actually right here, and I can actually zoom this up to the camera. It has a little quote thing on it. So yeah, I do keep a journal. I've been doing a journal for the last 8, 9, 10 weeks maybe. I've been writing down all my thoughts and all that. Okay, I try and not be hard on myself, but a lot of the time it's self-recognition, it's self-improvement, it's trying to help other people who go through this. Because when you are in a meltdown spot and you don't realise it, it becomes all-consuming, it becomes very hard, and it becomes exhausting. It kind of takes control of all my function to a point that, hey, Ralph, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, Ralph. It's always a pleasure to see you. And yeah, I just want to come on and kind of talk about the impact of this meltdown. It's lasted longer than what I thought it would. It's kind of drained me, making me feel extremely exhausted. It's kind of taken a lot of my time and my effort. Like today, my dad was here talking to me, and we were talking about how things were bothering me and stuff. And we just spent some time together talking, so that was really cool. I got to have some of my voice heard, and yeah, it's nice to spend some time with him. So we did that. And I've been tidying up my apartment, putting my clean clothes away, stuff like that, to keep my brain ticking. So I'm always doing something, so I don't have to panic about being bored or frustrated or feeling lonely. It's just a case of the more I keep busy and keep my mind ticking, it doesn't tend to play as erratic as it has done the last few days. And I don't want people to feel alone in this, regardless if you're autistic or not. A meltdown can really, really overwhelm you. It can kind of paralyze you because everything is heightened and you can't really understand why. And it gets to a point where everything is confusing, where everything can become quite daunting, and you don't really have much self-control on how to cope with it. So it's a kind of, you have to kind of take control of it before it runs riot. And I've learned in the last few hours to self-control it. And if that means by sleeping or doing my poetry, then so be it. And I've actually written some new poetry today. I am actually going to be filming some videos today as well. I might have one up for tomorrow. I'm not sure yet because I've got to still edit it and work on it and all that fun stuff that comes with being a video content creator. Yay! So I've got to do that later today, tomorrow. And I've written some poems today based on some songs that I've been listening to just to get myself back into the kind of positive minefield of doing a lot of things. So I'll share this poem that I wrote about meltdowns. It says, "A meltdown is all consuming, consuming thoughts running in my head not knowing what to do at the impact of the intensity and speed of the pain I feel throbbing which doesn't stop taking over and making me struggle with the internal pain where I want to hide because the tears and the heat and the sensory overwhelm where I cannot see a way out the negativity and pain my body doesn't process. The processes are going too quickly and not being able to slow down. Slow down and meltdown is instant with no warning. The warning is the triggers that I get afterwards. Afterwards, everything is loud, overwhelming and cannot find a way to self-control. Self-control my emotions or even to self-regulate. Self-regulation goes out with any opportunity. Meltdowns are a lonely place to be in. Place of being isolated with struggling to breathe. Breathe and feel like you're being suffocated. Suffocated in the tears are the only way of expressing how I cope and how I feel. Feel in a meltdown when everything else becomes blurred." Hey, Cooking with Autism. How are you doing? Good to see you. I hope everything is well with you today. It's a pleasure to see you. So that's just a poem that I wrote yesterday, partly. I kind of put it together, and yeah, it does. And that does take it out of a person. It really does, because you don't realize that the impact can be quite severe. It can emotionally drain you, physically drain you, mentally drain you, and when you can't differentiate between the three of them, it can be quite overwhelming, and you have to learn, right, is this the real feeling, how I'm feeling, or is it the temporary feeling I'm feeling, or is it just how my mind's playing tricks on me with the mental impact of feeling suffocated and exhausted and drained and questioning why things have to happen and what gets you through that process to start feeling better. And for me, it's been music, it's been talking to people online, it's knowing that you guys are my support network. You guys are the ones I come to and go, hey, it's not such a good time. I've had a really bad few days, but I can come here, I can talk to you, I can let my feelings out and go, and okay, I want to talk. I can demonstrate that I'm able to express it more better, more calmly. I'm able to notice that from yesterday my behaviour is more calm, I'm less erratic, I'm less upset with myself. And I think that it's just a way that when you're in that meltdown period, I don't think I've realised that it takes so much time out of me, to the fact that I just need to have like 2 or 3 days just to go, okay, you've had a bit of a hard time, you've dealt with being upset, you've dealt with being angry, you've dealt with feeling really, really unwell to the point where you don't want to talk to anyone, you want to avoid everybody, you want to just disappear and kind of take off. But I've noticed that's not the good way to go about things with me, because if I was to disappear, it'd be a case of going, oh, Gemma's gone. What? Huh? Where's she gone? So it's a case of I want to keep in touch with people and go, hey, I am still here. I am still processing a lot of things going on in my head, but I am here to talk about things. And hey, Florna, how you doing? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming to the stream. I appreciate you. So it's a case of I want to just get this out in the open and explain my actions, what I've been going through the last couple of days here. And yeah, I just thought I'd come on and kind of just have a chit chat with you and kind of see what you guys have been up to. And I may read another couple of poems actually that I've got in my little Parliament notepad, which has got some recent poems in that I wrote. And I actually wrote a poem based on the Michael Jackson song today called Human Nature. And it goes like this. It says, looking across at everybody has a choice. Four walls don't hold us back from achieving what we want to do. It's human nature. Eyes are everywhere watching us. Watching us is the media and strangers. Human nature is every day. Every day, human nature is how our behaviour, how we act. Behaviour of how people see and act in this world. World that's often asleep with no idea. No idea of what people are going through. Reach out and let people know that you care. Caring is human nature. Why do we always question? Question the way people do things in this world. The world continues to spin round every day. Every day, people continue to do what they need. We are all human and we all need to understand how this world is special. Special every day has their own gifts to offer. Human nature is the way that people act. Act on screen and off screen. Once the lights stop rolling and the eyes stop looking. Human nature is something that we live by every day. Hey Wanda, how you doing? So yeah, that's just another quick little poem that I wrote this morning when I was listening to some Michael Jackson. Oh, I'm sorry you've been having a bit of a hard time, Florna. I appreciate you being here. I'm glad that you're feeling a little bit better, and I hope that being here can help you feel just that little bit more better. It's good to see you, Wanda. How are you? It's good to see you. So yeah, I just want to come online and kind of talk about meltdowns and how I'm recovering from it, how I feel a little bit better in myself. Do you have any tips to teach my loved ones how to notice they're getting ready to meltdown, how to diffuse a meltdown? This is a struggle sometimes, but better than it has been. Uh, okay, so cooking with autism. So yeah, I have tips. So if you can get hold of things like this, some sensory necklaces or sensory bracelets, there is actually a company who I buy these from, and I'll put their website in the chat right now. Actually, so if I cooking with autism, check out www.chewygem.com. There we go. Check out that website, Cooking with Autism, that I just put in the chat. Prayers, yeah, for my daughter sitting in the ER. She has upper respiratory infection. Oh, prayers, Wanda, for your daughter. Prayers, much prayers for Wanda's daughter. That's really sad to hear that. I'm sorry, Wanda. But yeah, Cooking with Autism, it can be sensory jewelry. It can be things like meditation. It can be things like writing a journal, which is what I do a lot. A lot of my therapy is my journal. So everything that I feel or everything that I go through goes into this journal here. And I tend to just write everything down and plan structures. Also, things like visual timetables can help as well. So drawing a visual timetable on a bit of paper and have the days of the week across the top, and then you can write in the columns what happens. So write down the behavior, write down the time, and then see if there's a pattern each day between each meltdown. There may be a single trigger that's setting the meltdowns off, or it could be a fact that they've seen something on TV or they've heard a song and it's triggered them. It could be a fact they're just processing so much information in their heads, they're trying to break it down and break it down and break it down, and they're not able to break it down in time. So their brain just goes kaboom, and then they go into a full shutdown where they can't process, they can't talk, they feel that they are alone, they feel that they have no support. So things like that could help you. So if you look up like autism meltdown tools on Google or anything like that, you'll find your best bet onto there. If you have Twitter, Cooking with Autism, I can also send you some stuff on the Twitter, and it may be things that I do that might help your children. So if we can connect on Twitter, I will tag you right now in the chat as well, and I'll send my my Twitter right here. My Twitter is at Gemma_Gems1. There you go, Cooking with Autism. That's my Twitter. So if you want to contact me about anything autism, meltdowns and shutdowns, anything like that, they are very, very similar in nature. They're very, very similar in the behaviors as well. So yeah, I just want to come on here and kind of talk and chat through what meltdowns are and the difference between meltdowns, shutdowns, anything of that spectrum, because it's important to get this out and kind of go, hey, this is what it is. This is how I deal. This is how I plan. And like I said, I can't thank you enough to the people who have been reaching out to me, spending hours upon hours upon hours with me, especially my friend Sean for help, especially Captain Jerk, and a few others who have spent a lot of time with me behind the scenes. Lindsay and John Paranormal, True North, a few others that have been spending a lot of their time behind the scenes with me. Skills, hey brother, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you. Two of my loved ones love to have fights. There's one on one spec and one not. I'm trying to work on it where it doesn't have to lead to meltdowns. Exactly. So Cooking with Autism, contact me on Twitter and we can kind of chat behind the scenes about a lot of different stuff. How you doing, Skills? It's a pleasure to see you. How are you? It's a pleasure to have you in the chat. It's been a while since I've been live, so I'm trying to kind of catch up with the community and kind of tell them why I've been struggling a little bit and why I've been kind of that's a good question, Gil. I'm doing a little bit better than I have been. I don't know if you've kept an observation on my channel recently, but the last few days I've been not in a good place. I've been struggling with my emotions. I've been struggling with having meltdowns, really bad meltdowns to the point where I felt really dizzy, nauseous. I felt really like pain in my head, in my back. So I've kind of managed to calm down somewhat and managed to get myself back into yay mode so I can sit here and talk to you guys and catch up because I miss you all. I haven't really streamed that much, so I want to try and get back into the streaming front and catch up with my YouTube family. And this is my home. Like, I have been on another streaming platform, but I actually shut my account down on that streaming platform, and I'm back here with my home. I'm back here to my family, where I belong. YouTube is where I started, and YouTube's where I'm going to permanently be staying. So I've figured that much out, and I think I'm back in the most happier place that I have been for a long time. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and talk about like why I've been kind of disappearing the last few days and why you may have seen some erratic behaviour from me. And I apologise if I've spooked anybody, if I've frightened anybody. It wasn't never my intention. It was just the fact that I was going through some okay, well, as soon as I can, just move some things are crazy here. So that's part of meltdowns, I'm sure. You know, I'm not too familiar. Well, hold on. Cooking with Autism. You can always email me as well. Here is my email. So it's Gemma Grace 1988 at gmail.com. Email me if you can't do Twitter, Cooking with Autism. I respond to my emails quite quickly. So if you want to contact me with my email, you can contact me about any questions you may have or any worries you may have about anything autism. So I wouldn't say I'm a hero, but I understand what you mean by it, and it's a really nice compliment. But I'm not a hero. I'm just someone who lives with it, and I try my best to self-cope. I try my best to remain calm. I try my best to get back onto a positive feed. And I'm sorry you've been having a hard time lately, Gemma. Remember to take your time and breathe. I've been meditating quite a bit lately to gain some clarity. It's not easy, but we're here for you. Scary when small things add up, but can build up. Glad to see you handle it. Yeah, Chuck, I've been learning to self-care and self-cope a little bit more. And with regards to guilt, I have been trying to meditate more, but right now, as my mind's been so busy and I've just been feeling like I can't cope with being silent, I'm finding it really hard to be in a silent room. And I'm used to having like music on, or I'm used to having a little bit of sound, whereas in my head right now, all I'm doing is all I can hear is like the buzzing in my head and trying to figure out where to let it can take control and where not let it take control. So I'm pretty much just taking day by day and hoping that this meltdown will help people learn that this is okay. It's not isolating. It doesn't have to be bad. It can be a temporary thing. And it's just, it takes a while to plan and get over it and get back into the woohoo, yay, because Gemma needs to be woohoo and back on my social yay spectrum and happy. And I may do a panel as part of the stream if you guys want to stick around and be on my panel with me. If Gil or anyone else wants to come up and just chat with me for a few, it'd be nice, because I feel like maybe a panel would be a good idea just to kind of self-chill. Yes, I can meditate with music, Gil. I do that. I have done it earlier today with some Glee cast music. I did have it on my CD player, and I was dancing around my front room just to try and calm myself back into some kind of reality. Sorry, pardon me. Yeah, so I've been doing that, and oh, sorry, pardon me. I've been drinking a lot of soda, as you can probably tell, and I've been doing a lot of my journaling in my journal. So I've been doing that as well as planning my videos. I've actually got some videos to plan today that I'm actually working on. So there's a lot of things that I can do to self control and take the attention away from how I feel in my head right now to the fact that I want to be able to help people and go, this isn't autism, people. This is how it affects me. This is how I can get on a really bad time. This is how my mind kind of takes control of a lot of the circumstances. And yeah, I'm just here just to go, hey guys, I don't mean to scare people. I hope I haven't offended people when I've just not felt myself recently to a point where I've not even been responding to my Hangouts messages or my Twitter messages. I've just felt really, really I know, Gil, it's fine. I know you've been busy with family situations. Gil, it's totally understandable, brother. I understand you've got lives to take care of. And like I say, everyone has their busy times. I get it. And I know some people don't understand that, but I understand that to quite a degree. I've been trying to take more time with my family too, and realizing that I need to realize that sometimes that's a part of my life. I tend to not ask for help sometimes because I assume that online is the best way to go about it sometimes, but I realise maybe that isn't the best thing to always do, and to ask my family who do know me a little bit, even though they may not be able to help me per se, but they can actually just sit there and listen and let me get my feelings out to a point where I don't feel like I'm alone and isolated. But yeah, I think I want to wrap up this stream very shortly. I think I've kind of got out what I needed to say, unless anyone has any questions for me as to why I've disappeared or how I cope with the meltdowns that I've gone through. I think this is the most severest meltdown I've had in around as much, and I hope that this kind of educates you into my mindset a little bit more, into why I've kind of not been as social with a lot of people, and why I took a 6-month break from live streaming, and now I'm getting back into yes, Gil, we keep meaning to do that, don't we, brother? I really could do with speaking to you very, very shortly. At some point, it'd be good to catch up. I've got a few ideas to ask you about, some articles and stuff, because obviously I value your opinion on a lot of my videos, and I've asked you in the past about some video topics. And yeah, exactly. We can't make everyone stream. So I get it. I know people are busy, and plus the time difference between the US and the UK. Like for me, right now it's 20 to 8 at night. Whereas I know you guys are still in your early afternoon. So I appreciate you guys giving up your Saturday afternoon to be with me for a little bit, just to kind of see me and what it's like to go through this meltdown period and what I'm starting to come out of the other side, luckily. So I think, yeah, I managed to get myself back on track and calm and not feel like I'm losing my absolute mind. So yeah, I'll share a few more poems with you before I go, guys, just to end it on a positive note. Um, I'll share some poems that I've written to end the stream. I know Gil likes my poetry. He always begs me to share some poetry on my other stream. So Gil, this is for you. This is called The Man in the Mirror. And it says, I'm going to make a change. The change is going to make a difference. The impact of the change is blowing my mind. My mind seeing the disbelief at the state of society. Society begging the man in the mirror. The man in the mirror is us. We need to look at ourselves. Ourselves, we are the ones to make the change in our lives and communicate. Seeing people starving in total disregard. Disregard for people's attitudes. Attitudes that need to change. Message to educate and inspire. Inspire the change you have to be. You're the man in the mirror. The man in the mirror is our own reflections to our own actions. Actions such as spreading the love and peace to everybody. We are everybody. The message cannot be clearer. We are the ones to make a difference. Do you want to change the world and be the change you say you do? It all starts with love. LOVE is the answer. We all are the man in the mirror. So yeah, that's kind of what I wrote yesterday. I know you love my poetry, Gil. So that's why I've said I'm going to sit here and do some poems for a little bit, just to kind of wrap up the stream and show some poetry that I've been doing, because I've been writing a lot of different poems recently, just to kind of get my feelings out. And Gil says, I have a 1-year-old baby again at 43. Believe me, I know, brother. Wow, congratulations, romantic. That's awesome. I hope everything's going well for you. And yeah, I love that song too, Kicking with Autism. It's one of my favourite Michael Jackson songs. This poem here is called The Show Must Go On. It says, empty spaces, empty faces, what are we looking for? We're looking for a perfect world behind the pantomime curtain. The show of everyday life must go on. Everybody is faking how they feel, leaving everything to chance. Chance, what are we looking for? Looking for a chance to be free. The show we are living must go on. Go on, instead, inside my heart is breaking. The show must go on, everybody is acting. Acting so we're not seen for being different. We hide behind this pantomime. Pantomime life is a character, the show must go on. Empty spaces, empty faces, covering our emotions. Every day is a show, and we're the puppets in this pantomime. Putting on a show, inside we are. Crumbling on the outside, but the show has to go on. Go on, as life is a total show. Show because society expects us to perform. The show must go on. Are you ready for the show? The show must go on. Hey, Brandon Jackson, how are you? Well, Jim, I have to go. The woods is cold. I need to go talk to the trees and clear my mind a bit. Be strong, girl. As I end all my videos, be kind to one another. Exactly the right thing to say. Look, be kind, Chuck. Take care, buddy. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Have a good day. I hope you do well. And this next poem I'm going to read is called Faithfully. It says, faithfully you always have me through the good and bad. Faithfully through the journey I'm always yours. Faithfully we are family supporting each other through dark and easy times. Faithfully I'm the person I'm made to be. Faithfully I have made mistakes I've grown through and challenged myself, challenged how society sees me who knows I am loved even though sometimes I feel like I'm alone. I'm forever yours, faithfully in this journey together. Together I can call you to be there. Faithfully our journey never ends. Faithfully I finally believe in myself. I know where my future is heading. Faithfully, do you know where yours is? Can you ask yourself, do you know where your journey is? Budget! Hello, brother. How are you? Do you want to come on panel, Budget? I can send you the link in Facebook. Yeah, my writing, I've been writing for quite a lot of years now. This is just one notebook I have with some poems in. What's the part of autistic release? It's called Brandon. I've got this one, which is the Be Kind one. I've got one saying it's okay to be different, and it's a box of crayons on the front, which is in my wardrobe behind me over here or over there. I've also got another one on the way, which says be kind and accept, advocate, inspire, and challenge. One which is on the way. And I've got an autism one that says autism strong, and it has like 2 arms like this on my jumper. So, and then I'm going to read another one to you called I'll Stand By You. It says, I'll stand by you when everyone else is gone. Gone because they've judged you. I'll stand by you. Take me into your darkest hour. I'll stand by you. I will let nobody hurt you. I'll be there to support you. Come to me now. Don't be ashamed to cry. I've seen the dark times too. We can face it together. Together we can come through. I'll stand by you at the crossroads. I'll stand by you, for nobody will hurt you ever again. Take me into your darkest hour, for you won't be alone. Remember, I'll stand by you. Nobody can ever hurt you. The darkest hours are gone. I'll be there. I'll always stand with you. Oh, Gil. Oh, much love, brother. Much love, brother. Much love. Love you too, Gil. Hands budget a towel. That's funny. That's funny. Oh my god. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. The next one I'm going to read you is a poem I wrote last night, early hours this morning. It's called Seasons of Love. How do you measure a year of love? Love changes through seasons of time. Time of journeys to plan for either a man or a woman. Woman or man, story never ends. Ends as we remember them in our thoughts, thoughts and memories that stay with us. Stay with us even though the person may be gone, gone but never forgotten. Forgotten but seasons of time we think about, special times being in love, and how do you measure time? Time have always been together, but our story never ends. The only thing that ends is the seasons like the weather. We always remember the loved ones we have they're lost but never forgotten. We can't forget the love that we always have for them. They are the reason we go through the seasons. Seasons have grown as the person, realising time is only a season. Seasons we wish we could bring them back, but love is with us through every season and every storm. Gil, it's not hard to make me laugh, brother. You do it in such a way I'm just like, I have to laugh because otherwise I'm going to sit here and go, nah. So yeah, you know me too well, Gil. We've been brother and sister for a few years now, so you know me pretty well inside and out by now. Next one I'm going to read you is called Beautifully Broken. It says, every day, every doubt, doubt with every tear. Tears knowing that I'm beautifully broken. Broken every time I fall, I lose my way. My way, I rose back up to make myself whole. I am beautifully broken through the chaos. Chaos that is often in my mind with no control. Control only set go of I'm beautiful. Beautiful and have broken parts that I can smile. Smile knowing I can be proud to be me. People may see me as broken or bad. Beautifully broken with the stars in the universe. Universe stretches across the galaxies. I often feel like I'm in my own galaxy. I may have millions of scars or battle wounds, wounds that make me stronger. Stronger knowing that I'm beautiful. Beautiful, broken, and ready to take the challenges. I can make beauty from the ashes. Ashes that help me to rise to where I am now. I am made to be me. I may have scars, I may have wounds, but I'm healed now, for I'm beautifully broken. Uh, Don't steal my jokes, Gil. Yeah, so I'm gonna just kind of slowly wrap this up by reading you some of my newer poems. I know, Gil, I need to send you these in Hangouts at some point because I haven't really sent you any new ones recently, so I will send these over to you after the stream so that you can read them. Thank you, Brandon, for sharing me out. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. This poem's called Imagine. It says, imagine the world with no hate, living as the people and with no divided countries. Imagine the world being at peace. Peace, you may think I'm just a dreamer. The world being united and a purpose. Let's hope this world can become a better place. Imagine if we truly accept the people for who we are. Imagine if we could see blue skies, living life together for today. No religion, no politics, no deciding or hate. We being the people deciding we're not the only ones. Ones join into this mission to make the world at peace. Being kind at peace, do you truly love? You may think I'm just a dreamer and the world can finally live as one. No more hate, no more judgment. Imagine how better this world would be for everybody. Everybody just being able to get along and seeing no more hate or thirst or hunger. Imagine you can be the change to impact the millions. Millions we are in a time to make imagination a reality. Imagine how much happier the world and you could be. Okay, Cooking with Autism. See you later. Thank you so much. Have a good day. So yeah, these are just poems that I've been writing in the last few months, really, that I've been working on. And then I'll end it with this poem, and it's called We Are the Champions. It says, we are the champions. I've paid my dues. Dues, I've made mistakes. I've made a few, but I always come through. We are the champions who come through anything. No time for negative people. The world is waiting for us to be a champion. I've faced the curtain of many rejections, and life has not been a cruise. We are the champions fighting for change. There's always time to become a champion. It is within you. You just need to believe in yourself and choose it. The world is not an easy place right now. To live in, facing it every day is a challenge. Now you can make the impact and achieving the dreams that are within your reach. Sometimes I've doubted myself and told myself I simply can't do it. Now I realise I'm a champion, achieving one day at a time. Time we can choose to stand together. Being a champion is a cause, a calling. We can choose by standing here together and being champions. Imagining improving and making that change. Are you ready to be your own champion? So that's kind of where I've been doing a lot of poetry, kind of trying to get my feelings out in a way that's not going to freak people out. But there's just some of my newer ones that I've been doing. in the last few days to get myself headaches. Otherwise, hope you feel soon, Florna. I'm prone to cluster headaches and migraines. Yes, you are, Gil. I know you've been suffering with headaches and migraines yourself very, very recently. And yeah, I want to just kind of thank you guys for being in here with me and taking the time to appreciate what I was trying to say. Hey, Ariel, how are you? But there's just some poetry for you guys briefly, what I've been working on. I have got some more coming up that I want to work on, but for right now, they're just some newer ones that I wanted to share with you and kind of let you know that I'm still working behind the scenes. Like I said on my videos, I've got a lot more content coming up for video content, and I'm going to try and stream a lot more. I want to try and do a lot more panels as well because I miss you guys. It's been a while since I've done any panels, really, to be honest. But this was just a quick stream, a random stream. I wasn't sure how people were going to turn up or how many people would stay and come in and out. Hey, Budget and Teresa. Thank you, sweetheart. How are you? Budget, if you want to come on panel, brother, I can link you in Facebook, Budget. Hey, Carolyn, how are you? Budget, I'm now going to message you in Facebook. Let me just get my Facebook up, and I'll give you a panel link so you can hop on with me. So give me a second, people. I'm just going to send a link to Budget in Facebook, and I'll be back right in a second. Let me just get Budget's messenger up so I can... let me click him, and then I'm going to send the link into him there. Close my Facebook so I don't want people ringing me. When am I auto? I find it really hard to remember, but you've got a really good idea for writing it down to remember it. Yeah, Brandon, that's kind of my therapy. I kind of take my time with my poetry. Gil knows I often I've sat on phone calls with him, and he'll talk me through some poem ideas I've got, or I've started writing poems and I've stopped because I've kind of not sure where to go with it. Hey, Dwayne, how you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. So my poems come from a mixture of songs, my own experiences, my own feelings, and I kind of just note them down, and then I kind of twist them to fit how my story goes. And yeah, that's kind of what I do with what I'm doing. And yeah, I'm just going to check. Hopefully, Budget's got the link because I sent it to him in Facebook. So hopefully, he's got the link that he can come and help me out on the panel with me. Hopefully, if he's got the message, hopefully, let me just check it. Hopefully, he's got the link because I sent it to him. You should have it because I sent it to him. Oh, okay, Budget. No worries. No worries, Budget. I just sent you a link in Facebook anyway in case you want to make an appearance quickly. But yeah, if not, I'll wrap the stream up for now, guys. I may be back on later. I don't know. If I'm not, I'll see you all in the next few days, probably. I know Gil goes live tonight with Crystal, who is R5 Adventures. I believe they do their Saturday double creature feature still on a Saturday night. I believe I think it's at 8 Eastern, if I'm not mistaken, or 9 Eastern, one of the two, I think. Usually, I think it's Gil that goes first and then Crystal, or Crystal will go first and then Gil does. I'm not sure. I know they do their double creature feature on a Saturday, so I'm expecting them to go live at some point today. Gil, if you're going to go live, do you want to let people know about it so people can come and check you out and you can talk about it so people know what time you're going to be going live? But yeah, I just thought I'd go live and kind of talk about meltdowns and stuff, and like show you my new necklace as well. Look, this is a black and white one. Brandon, probably next time, my friend. I'm going to be going hitting the end broadcast button very shortly. I know people have got things to do, and like I said, I know a few of my friends are going to be going live in the very, very short future. And I don't want to overstep their live time, so I'm going to be sensible and respectful and let my friends plan their live streams and not overstep boundaries because I don't really want to do that. So I know Gil goes live in a bit, and I know another few people are planning to go live today from what I'm aware of. So I'll wrap this up for now and say goodbye. And thank you very much for being here, everybody. I hope you've learned something. I hope you've understood how I feel and how I've dealt with things. I love everybody that has came in and said hello to me and respected me and made me feel really, really at peace and easy to understand. I really appreciate you giving up your time for me, everybody. I know it's weekend. I know it's family time. A lot of people are off from work at the weekends. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up for now, guys. It's been a wonderful stream. I've had a really good time. And I feel a lot more calmer and collected. And yeah, so I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. And have a great weekend. And I'll see you soon. Bye.